We can't go back.
Hey. You already know. It's another show. It's me and my bros. They don't got no hoes. We don't. We just be here. Got a problem? Grab a chair. You could listen all day and night. We might fight. But guess what? Hit a lighter and you might think I'm Wheezy. Back in the day, I am doing graffiti, and all I gotta do is say just pause for a second. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, we back with it. Bishop in this motherfucker.
Austin.
And you already know what it is, Mr. 5K, a.k.a. Mr. Incredible, a.k.a. Watts.
Hey, man, first and foremost, thank you for all the love. Everyone supporting us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. We fuck with it. We fuck with y'all, man. We appreciate it. We need some feedback from y'all. Shouts out to 5th Cent Candle Co. for sponsoring this video. Get you some candles. 5th Cent Candle Co. on Instagram. It is 10% off if you use code GBD right here. Homemade black-owned business right here in Washington State. Today, we got a good little topic for y'all. We're going to talk about the generational differences between kids pretty much in your era and then kids now. Just all eras in general. We're going to talk about how they're raised different, what they have that we didn't have, and we know we're jealous about that, and a whole bunch of other shit that changes the way kids are raised today. And, you know, that's just our opinion.
I like to throw the first one out there.
Yeah.
The social media between now and when we was growing up. What y'all have?
What?
Oh, bro, you ain't
What
say my
social-
name. You said Watt. What
You
ain't my
said
name?
what?
No, you didn't say Watts, nigga.
Nigga got
I don't gotta say the TTS.
Yes, you do,
What?
nigga. That's me.
Why?
What?
What?
No, what? You know what I'm saying, though.
I
What?
don't.
Like, what? Look, what?
No.
Hey, what? Hey, Dave.
It don't sound the same.
It's like radio.
Hey, I like that one, coach. I like that, coach.
They used to look like radio back in the day, so that's the touchy subject.
I can see
In your childhood, that was the roasting
I ain't
session?
gonna lie, I can
Bam,
see
see?
it. I can see it. That's part of, but these
Oh,
days,
roasting session. Niggas ain't get roasted today, bro.
kids get roasted today.
Hey, no.
and they,
Wait, technology. That's what we on. That's what we on.
Social media.
Oh,
Alright.
Not technology.
Damn.
Let's go social media.
no.
cut
So,
the
yeah,
fuck
social
off,
media.
man.
What?
You
You
in
up
the middle
there,
of
bro.
talking, you cut me the fuck off.
You up
Why?
there, bro.
It was part of the conversation, and you cut me the fuck off.
Hey, you up there in age, though. Back when you was...
Hold on, nigga. I'm not that damn old.
Hey, you up there, though.
Like, I know you're not talking. You almost 32.
32 or 30 as well.
I think 30 TOO.
Noise.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
said moist?
noise.
Oh.
Hey.
First and foremost, I'm going to let y'all know this right now, bro. I'm 31 years old, but that's not old. So don't disrespect me like that.
I thought you
my
was
dog.
30.
I
I'm
thought you were
31,
26.
fool.
Oh,
And nigga, you 29.
28.
For real?
Just turned it 2 months ago.
Oh, I thought
Damn, you was at the
29.
party.
He sure was. Damn. You didn't mean it when you said happy birthday, did you? You didn't mean it.
He didn't know.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
No, but hey, for real, technology back in your day, what was it?
Social media.
Technology or social media,
My
nigga?
bad.
Which one?
Hey, shut up,
Let me
everybody.
know.
Oh, what you got? Hey, social media back in your day, bro. What was it like?
What was it like? Man, so boom, peep game.
Write notes.
We had MySpace, right?
Back in your day?
We had MySpace, AOL.
I had an AOL
fuck.
account.
So on MySpace, I ain't have no computer at the crib, right? We had dial-up internet.
Yeah.
So like we really didn't have internet or none of that shit. Like, cause my mom would be like, "Don't use the internet," cause that means we had to put it in the phone jack.
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't call us when we was home during
Yeah.
the summer or like when we was off from school.
Mm-hmm.
So she ain't like that shit. But we had MySpace. My homeboy, my homeboy AJ. That's my dog. He on SmackDown now, right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shout out AJ.
But my homeboy AJ, he made me and my brother our first Facebook account because he had internet. and shit, like real internet, not
Yeah.
dial up. So he made our first MySpace page, bro. MySpace used to be lit. Nigga, I
Bruh.
used to the background, the layouts you used to do. Like
yeah.
what motherfuckers don't know is back then we used to do coding and all that shit. Because you
I
had
thought
to
you said
use the
coke.
coding and all that to put in the MySpace
You really
shit
did.
for the background. And niggas wasn't really paying attention to it like that, but
Hey,
that-
this how you could tell who niggas was back in the MySpace era. When they had their background, that's one.
the music
And two, they playlist.
had to be fun.
If I wasn't fucking with it, you ain't Tom ain't fucking with you, bro.
So we never used MySpace.
You did?
No, we used Bebo.
Mm.
You ever heard of Bebo?
I've never heard of Bebo.
Bebo is the ghetto version of MySpace.
How?
It's the same thing. So you click on somebody's profile. I don't know if MySpace work like this, but as soon as you click on it, a song plays. But you have to get the song. You have to copy the link from YouTube and upload it to a file and put it on your page. So as soon as you click it, like one of the best fucking mixtapes ever was out, Gucci, the movie. So everybody had a Gucci track as soon as you clicked on their song.
I ain't never heard no goddamn Bebo, bro.
That shit sound gay as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you,
I
bro.
don't know how the fuck like, and then you can't even say back in
Okay.
my day.
Hey,
nigga,
wait.
'cause
I got a quick question. How did MySpace affect how you were? You know how you kind of came up though. Like how did that social?
all.
How did that social media? It had an impact,
No, it didn't.
either negative or positive.
It didn't have an impact at all.
I can answer that one.
It didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't
Image.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was the first site niggas people was usually uploading pictures of themselves, and that's how people will know who you are based off what's on your profile. That's when at our age, the song told us what kind of person you was.
So yeah, despite
I don't-
in
I
my
can't-
opinion,
I can't
despite whatever you gained or lost, or if anything at all from being on the site, I think it's still put out there that at minimum you are now exposing yourself to the world, some way, shape, or form. You are out there on a platform,
And your image was out there.
and you might be 12 to fucking whatever age years old, but you are out there on the world.
But you said, how did it impact me?
Yeah, and then I said,
And my answer is it didn't impact me at all because, A, I was barely on that bitch because I didn't have internet for real. So that's first and foremost. Second off, it didn't impact me because the motherfuckers that was on my shit knew who the fuck I was from the jump. So if it's not like I was adding motherfuckers from California onto my shit.
yeah,
It
and
was just motherfuckers who knew me. So it didn't impact me because the niggas knew who I was.
And see, I'm actually glad you said that because that's exactly how it was. But now, if you popping on social media, you quote unquote somebody. You getting ad revenue, you getting sponsorships. You actually are, making money and shit from this type of shit.
So
And you might only be 15 years old.
I got a question. Are we just talking about social media or the youth?
No, we're going each
Every- all
category.
of it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, because my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, King, but being a kid now on social media,
Oof.
like kids now on social media are role models.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's stupid as shit to me because, like, when we was kid, well, I'm gonna say when I was a kid because I'm obviously older than y'all. But like when I was a kid, I didn't give a fuck what another kid was doing. Like, we had to do our own shit. Like, because back then shit was fun. Like, we didn't have time to sit on the fucking computer and look at what everybody else is doing and be like,
Hell
damn,
no.
I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do this. Like, nah, like maybe a kid that motherfuckers like, man, damn, I wish I could do that was Rocket Power. Like, niggas might have wanted to be like Rocket Power, the cartoon and shit like
Yeah,
that. But it's like-
skateboarding and shit.
yeah, but it's not like motherfuckers want to be like, oh, that motherfucker just hit a cool ass TikTok dance. I want to copy him. Nah, like, it was just like, first and foremost, nigga, we didn't want to be in the house. It was a punishment to be in the house.
That is facts.
I would say social media nowadays is more annoying than when it was when we was growing up. Like,
Of course, like,
it's way annoying.
well, for me growing up, the only social media we really had was AIM, the little AIM AOL shit or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was that, but you really couldn't see people. It was just texting back and forth. But you basically had to know the motherfuckers, right? And then besides that, it was MySpace. Facebook came along when I was in high school, like the end of my high school years,
Beginning of mine, yeah. 2009.
that's when it started happening, like the end of my high school years. So it's like,
See, for me, Facebook was like 5th grade for me, 5th, 6th grade.
that's crazy. I feel old. But
And
Virgin.
I see my mama, she had a Facebook and she was playing this game called Fishville or something like that.
Farmville.
No, fish something. Fish take, I don't know. We can make a lot of fish and same thing like Farmville but with fish. And I was like, Mama, I want to play. And I remember we having a horrible computer. So when I like made a whole bunch of fish, the computer would lag out because it couldn't process all of it. So my mom was like, all right, you need to stop fucking on my account. I'm going to make you a Facebook for family only. So that's when I had my very first Facebook. It was for family only, but I used it for just gaming because Facebook had them games.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 3 brothers, so I couldn't always be on the PlayStation. I had a DS and shit, but I kind of grew out of that age by that time. And when people was occupied and we wasn't doing that, I get on the Facebook and play some games. And then it turned into, okay, I can chat with people without having their phone numbers because I don't got a phone. Oh, I can instant message somebody. Oh, we can share what we're doing. And then you get to school, on Monday, you be like, oh shit, I seen you was doing this and that. That shit dope. I was doing this and that. And I think the way it kind of impacted my era was, you're interacted with people who don't necessarily have phones and shit at all times. Nowadays, you hit somebody up, cool. But in my day, on the weekends, you didn't know what nobody did unless they told you.
And that was the good part about those days.
I mean, yeah.
It
but
was like, what you doing this weekend? Oh, I think I might do da-da-da. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then you don't know what the fuck they did during the weekend. So, like, when you see them,
it's a story.
and they be like, hey, dog, this weekend I did da-da-da-da-da. Like, it was amazing. But to go back on what you said about Facebook, bro, like, when I was younger, this is what I used. I used Facebook. I didn't even want to make a Facebook, to be honest with you. I only made one because I was about to go to college, and I was getting recruited for football and track. So I only used Facebook to go to groups of the schools that were recruiting me to talk to the people that was at the schools now. So that way I knew how it was if I was to choose that school to go to. So that's the reason why I used it. And then as time went on, like I really didn't actually like use Facebook until goddamn me, like maybe I think I actually used it when I was stopped going to college. So I was like 20 going on 21 by the time I just stopped that bitch, bro. Like when I started actually using it, and then it was like, man, fuck it. That's when I started adding like random motherfuckers or just being like, I'm gonna see if I can get some bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, today, man, social media is huge. Kids from all ages.
Very negative.
All ages are just positive, negative, doing stupid shit.
For adults too.
Yeah, same. Hey, we all grew up on it. We age with the times, some would say. But for kids nowadays, I drove by the bus stop the other day. Everybody got their head down looking at a goddamn cell phone.
Don't nobody talk to nobody no more.
Don't nobody. Bus stops used to be so goddamn lit.
Nigga, I used to get all of my fights at the
so
bus stop.
fucking lit at the bus stop,
Nigga,
bro.
well, I used to just fight people just because I was small. I used to be like, man, what? Nigga, what? Like, just.
I drove past a bus stop and they was doing a TikTok dance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would have pissed
That
me
kinda
off.
pissed
TikTok
me off.
ruined America.
Because the bus stopped and waited for
Vine
them to get on.
ruined America.
Nah, Vine was fucking funny, dog.
Vine is TikTok. Or
Yeah.
TikTok is Vine, but longer.
Yeah. Vine was part of our age group too. Vine was in our generation.
But so that was a generational difference. Vine was our shit.
But they only
6
gave you
seconds
7
of fame.
seconds to act a
6.
fool.
6.
6 seconds to act a fool.
And we did it.
TikTok is giving you a whole block of instruction to act a fool.
You know the difference? Ooh. The difference between the two?
What?
These fruit snacks good as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the difference, Vine, you had to be creative.
For 6 seconds, right?
TikTok, you're not. You're copying other motherfuckers and then making it and putting your, like, you're just copying people.
And that goes to the image portion that a kid nowadays can go on TikTok, copy a dance that some older person did, or even a younger person did,
And they get famous for
and
it.
get famous for it. And
Not the person that made it.
That fame goes to kids' heads. Oh, I'm famous now. I need Balenciaga. I need Gucci. I need this. I need that. Or else I don't meet the social criteria of what society has for someone with my fucking popularity status. And that right there is what ruins a lot of kids today. Oh, I need fucking the latest swag. I need the latest, what's that shit called? Supreme. I need to be a fucking hype beast.
J's.
Or else I don't have clout. And if I don't have clout, I'm nothing.
Oh, that's not this. That happened way back then too. Now,
I mean,
no,
yeah.
it's more popular now.
No, it happened then with the Sean John.
The people who are more
Sean
into
John.
the like when you talk about like the Jordans and the hype beasts and all that.
Sean John.
Yeah, niggas didn't wear Sean John.
I did. I had the
No,
jeans.
but when you saying shit like that Jordan era when he was like, damn, I gotta get the new Jordans, you gotta get it. That's my generation.
Yeah, but think about it like this.
Like now they don't care. Motherfuckers now, the kids now wearing Vans.
So it's the
and shit
same.
like
It's
that.
the same concept with different style of clothing. So you got kids wearing all these. It's popular a rock T-shirt, and you never listen to rock in your life. And then you got your jeans with the holes ripped in it, and then some Vans or whatever you want. But nevertheless, it's still the same status quo. You need this to feel like you got something. You need a Supreme bag. You need this fucking purse men are wearing nowadays. You need this and that. Like that
You
shit.
don't need no
bro.
purse that men wearing nowadays.
No, that's becoming a big thing.
That's a big thing.
Now.
The satchel and shit.
Nigga, that's a fucking fanny pack.
Same
But that
shit.
see in this generation, that's what's in. Back in our
I
generation,
never seen no fucking
we
dude
wouldn't wear
growing
that
up with
shit.
a fanny pack.
You would never see.
No.
Nigga, it's your generation doing it.
Hey, they are. Come on, bro. You know I'm old as soul.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Y'all niggas know I'm old as soul.
I mean, if you go to teens though, I seen a lot of teen males rocking around with fanny packs across their chest.
Look at the entertainers who are around your age.
let me
with it.
Let me-
It's them that make it popular.
let me pause you real quick because this goes to the next topic. Music and entertainers have a big influence on the generation.
I don't know, man.
Huge. All right. I really want to know why you think that it doesn't.
It
does.
really just started.
We got more suicidal rappers now. Way more suicidal rappers now.
It's
than
not
back
even
in our
about
day.
suicide rappers.
No.
Like we
No,
talked about
I'm just
in the
saying
first
as
episode.
general.
Like we talked about in the first episode, it's popular to sell the drugs and take the drugs, and then vice versa. Now it's kind of the same thing. Like you got kids ODing and shit, kids rapping they are kids. You know, little this, little that, rapping about fucking, oh, Papa Zan, do this, do that.
And what's the word I'm looking for?
And now kids want to, oh, I'm gonna go Papa Zan. I'm 14.
But if you look
15
at back
years
in
old.
our day, growing up, let's say the 2000s.
We was smoking weed. What else?
Generally, we all
I
in the
didn't
2000s.
smoke weed back then, boy. Fuck you
Name
talking
one
about,
rapper
dog?
that was talking on some sad shit. Just
Not
think
a-
about it.
DMX. I'm slipping. I falling. I can't get up.
But it's okay. But it's different than.
But no, don't get me
I
wrong. He
don't
wasn't
wanna-
talking on that
I don't
sad
want-
shit
somebody
that they
kill
doing now.
me.
Yeah, that's
I don't wanna
pain.
be alive.
That's now.
Like rest in peace.
I don't want to be
Like
alive.
rest in peace to Extension,
Yep.
XX Extension, and Mac Miller. Rest in peace to both of them, because I actually fuck with Mac Miller's music.
I fuck with Mac heavy. R.I.P. Mac Miller.
I fuck with him, but he was a sad rapper.
Yeah. But my
okay.
question is,
Not
No,
all the
wait,
time, but
wait.
he
name a
had
sad rapper
songs.
back in our time. DMX was not a sad rapper.
No, he
Okay.
wasn't, but he made
Not a
songs.
sad rapper.
Establish
He,
or
he-
define sad because what someone raps about could be sad to them or it could be sad to the audience. It might not be sad to the person rapping.
Oh, buddy, you just said, or who? One of y'all just said, XX, the porno guy.
Nah, that dude right there. Now he was on some whole other shit.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
same-
who can you compare that to back in our generation?
You can't.
That would influence us.
You
Nobody. So, like, if you look at their music,
We weren't influenced like that back
So
then.
look, this is what we had. We
no,
had
my bad, I'll cut you off. We were influenced by music back in the day.
like
Not
a bitch.
that.
So you ain't gonna tell me them franchise boys didn't influence us.
Not me.
DJ Unk, Lil Jon.
No. They didn't influence. Just because you go out and dance to their music, that's not an influence.
influenced you to dance.
Influence. No. An influence And music, somebody who influences you to do shit, isn't dancing. Music is meant to make you dance. Music is meant to make you think. Like, that's what music is. Like, music is meant to make you feel certain things. But what I'm saying is influence, as in influence you to do stupid shit, or influence you to, like, because you know how they used to be like,
It's not
oh,
necessarily
gangster rap.
stupid.
No, when they be like, gangster rap makes kids want to be gangster
Yeah,
and shit like that.
it does.
Like, in my generation, it didn't influence us to be gangsters, because nigga, we just were.
Was it your
Like,
generation
without the
people you were-
music?
But
was it
besides,
your
like, if you
generation
look
or the
at-
people you were around?
So,
Was it your generation or the people you personally were around?
Everybody got somebody that wants to be a gangster, but they not. But they listen to a song, they be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gangster now." In our generation, that was very big.
it was big to white people. White people were more influenced by it.
No, I,
Man, no,
I know some black
real shit.
folks.
No,
I know
real
a
shit.
lot more black
As-
folks that
Yeah.
gang
No.
gang this, gang
Trust me.
gang that.
Way
That want
more
to be
black
about
people.
this, want to be about that. It ain't
Every
fucking
black
shit.
person wants to be Gucci. Back,
No.
especially back in from
No.
2008
No.
all the way up to 2011.
Maybe in St. Louis,
Shit,
maybe
great.
St. Louis.
I know niggas in St. Louis that wanted to
because
be
it
Gucci.
because it wasn't everywhere here.
So every person you knew that was a hitter.
Was a hitter. I
Yeah.
didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying.
They weren't.
You said they,
They
weren't
didn't act
gangster,
like they
though.
were either. Now the ones who were, they were. Now, of course, you got posers here and there. That's life. You always have posers in everything you do.
But even with that
But-
being said,
Y'all in this goddamn smoke.
you can't overlook the fact that music plays, if not
Huge part.
one, the hugest part of generational influence.
Mm-hmm.
It plays a huge part. Future, everybody popping pills, this and that, this and that. Rap out this and that, this and that. And then you got Drake smoothing it down. Then you got all the light skinned brothers coming out smoothing it down. Then you got, all the singing brothers coming out. Music influences people, and I'll be a liar if I say it didn't influence me. When I was going through a tough time in my life, I was doing a whole bunch of things I shouldn't have been doing. I was listening to a certain type of music. I don't listen to that music on a daily no more, but I still fuck with it because that's part of my life. Regardless of how it was, it's still part of my
classics.
life. And when I listen to it, I have the memories. Everybody listening right now, you can play an old school song, and when you play the song, you're going to have a flashback to a memory when that song was when you was just sitting back somewhere listening to that song. Everyone got that song or a couple where you play it, you like, oh shit.
But that memory's not an
I was
influence.
here just that.
It's just a memory.
I know, I'm just fucking speaking to the audience.
When I first heard "What These Bitches Want" by DMX and Cisco,
Did y'all know
I went to school in second grade.
we're off a topic?
No,
trying to
we're not.
compare.
You just don't want to talk about it.
I thought we was talking about kids nowadays and back.
We talk about their musical
We are
influences.
comparing.
So we went from social media. Now we're going to their musical influences.
And we are comparing musical influences then and now.
Whatever. Continue. But like real shit, like kids these days are more influenced by music than we were. Now, can you be like, all right, cool, back in the day, we heard white tee, niggas wanted to wear big ass white tees.
I disagree with that one. I
Alright,
disagree with that one.
But that kids these days are more influenced from music than
No,
us.
back in our generation, we were way more influenced.
How?
How many drug dealers you know that you grew up with?
I knew a few.
Yeah, who are they? Kids today ain't dealing drugs. The drug dealers out
Because
here now are
because
age.
they don't talk about dealing drugs these
Yeah,
days.
they
They
talk
talk
about
about
using
taking
them.
drugs.
Yeah.
And how
now
many
we
kids
got
these days
kids
taking
using,
drugs?
and people back then was selling. Music influenced both parties in a different way.
Fire starter.
No, he's just trying to argue. He's trying to.
I'm
he
not
just-
arguing.
No, that's a fire starter for real. Because we were influenced to sell drugs. Not me, not us in particular, but it was more drug dealers.
Was it really influenced from music or influenced by what the fuck he was like your situation?
I ain't gonna lie, it was music.
So like,
It was music.
so maybe for you, but like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of times where the motherfuckers who the ones dealing, it's the situation that they're in. Now the ones who only do it because of music, they don't last. But the ones who got to do it
They
for
don't
the
what? Say the last
situation,
part?
they don't last. The ones doing it just because of music,
Mm-hmm.
because that's not them. Now the ones that's them because they have to make it out or they try to make a way or some shit, Totally different. But then look, these days, you got motherfucking teenagers overdosing. In motherfucking Baltimore, motherfuckers be lacing a fucking coke with fentanyl, right?
But that's been happening.
So
Niggas
like,
been lacing
no,
shit.
that's
That's
what I'm
been
saying. No,
happening.
no, it's big back at the crib.
I mean,
So
we
what
had
I'm saying
niggas
is- but what I'm saying
overdosing
is-
on now.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers mixing fentanyl with the coke because the coke not pure. So they lacing fentanyl with, they lacing the coke with fentanyl and all that shit, right? And then the kids these days are using. You hear so much stories about kids ODing, kids on drugs, kids having to go to rehab, kids having to try to detox, kids having to go cold turkey, try to get off the shit, and all that. You didn't hear that back then because, like, now I feel like music is more influential now. I honestly feel like that. Like, Future is this generation. He's not my generation. He's this generation. Because the Future of my generation was racks on racks on racks. That's how the fuck he came out at first. That was his coming out to mainstream shit, was racks on racks on racks and shit like that. Right? And then he involved, and then Future even says he don't do drugs. He just raps about it.
That's fucking cap. If you believe that, you silly.
I believe it.
That's fucking cap. That nigga
I
does
believe it.
drugs, bro.
I believe he don't.
That's fucking cap.
I believe he don't.
I
Just like
barely even like him
just
nigga
like-
as an artist.
just like all these rappers who talk about being thugs and gangsters, they're not really thugs or gangsters. It's only an image they portray to sell because they know what the fuck is going to sell.
Future takes drugs like a bitch.
So let me ask you this: back in, I'm just gonna say our day because we're all over the age of 21, whatever the age is. Were we more influenced in our day to be gangsters and thugs and drug dealers, more than today kids, drug abusers?
See, I think back in my era, I'm part of both.
It's different. You're not part of both eras.
Nigga, how the
but
fuck you gonna tell me what I'm part of?
You're not part of both eras based off of the years.
I'm part of both where you were influenced by the older type of music and the music coming out at that era.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck am I not?
Oh, you're mad, huh? 'Cause
Oh wow.
you're
GBD, let's
How,
get it.
no, how the fuck am I not, bro?
You're not.
How you gonna tell me what I listen to and then what I also listen to on the other end,
No.
as
The
well as
era-
everybody else I
The
was
era.
around?
The era.
Yeah,
What
I
you
can
said,
be 30.
era.
I can be 100 years old and still listen to a different type of era of music.
But that doesn't mean you're part of the era, right? So I listen to 70s music. Was I part of the 70s era?
You listen to the music,
But no,
bro.
but am
I am
that
part of the era. I
part of
am
that
part
era?
of the era where we were influenced by older music and music coming out at that time, which is quote unquote newer music.
Nigga, then everybody part of that era. That's everybody.
Nah, bro.
That's everybody.
Well,
If you're gonna
it's different.
if you put it that way, I'm part of the era where we were influenced by older music and what's coming out right now.
at a certain age.
Nigga, that's everybody.
at a certain age.
No, nigga, that's everybody.
Nah.
So
At-
niggas of the 80s
Nah.
was influenced by
Nah.
they listened
Nah.
to 70s music and was like, oh no,
Nah.
I fuck with this. Motherfuckers who listen to NWA was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
I'm influenced by the
Yeah.
NWA, but but guess what? I still listen to Teddy
Yeah.
Pendergrass.
No, that's different.
It's the
Shout out
same
Teddy.
shit.
Shout out Teddy.
Just like
different.
what when we was growing up, right?
That's different.
So your era, you was like, damn, I'm influenced by Nelly and all this shit, right?
You already know.
No,
Shout out
you
Nelly.
don't say that, right? But
Yes,
you also gonna be
sir.
like, but you also gonna be like, damn, but I was also influenced by
Lenny Williams.
Lenny Williams,
Marvin Gaye.
Tupac, Biggie, and all that.
Not
But-
Tupac, not Biggie.
But no, but what I'm saying is, like, you be like, oh yeah, all them, but that wasn't your era. But you could be like, oh, your era is Nelly and Eminem and all that shit, right?
The GOATs.
So that's your era. You were influenced by them because that was them at the time, but you was also influenced by older music, right?
Yes.
So by your aspect, that's everybody. It's not no era that be like, oh, I'm from the era that we influenced by now and back then. Nigga, that's every era.
Well, I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody's
The
like
music back at my daddy used to play the Lenny Williams, the Marvin, the Al Green. That was for women. So I don't know if that's a comparison.
See, what I'm trying to say is my era in particular, where kids are starting to develop their own state of mind and they're making their own choices. Now, if you're a grown man and you listen to this and you're influenced by that, you're a grown ass man. But when you're talking about being raised around certain type of shit, a lot of people and majority of people in my era, due to their parents being in this type of era, they were raised off of older music, and they were also raised on listening to the music that we kind of listen to today. Because of our age and the type of music and the parents we were raised by, we had different influences on music.
That's everybody, bro.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's
No,
everybody.
it's
Now, are you talking about like today music,
listen,
like right now?
listen,
Are you talking about today music?
Listen,
or are you
fucking-
talking about
listen,
present music at the moment?
listen. You've 31.
I'm 30. Zero.
Whatever. If
It's
you
like, no, I'm 30.
are you would you ever be influenced by music today?
If it has to do with having sex with a female, yeah.
Okay, my point.
If it
Because he's
sounds good.
old as shit.
Ask me.
He's old. Would you be influenced by music today?
Hell no.
Why? Because you're old. You know
Yeah.
you know what the fuck you want to do with your life.
Yeah.
You know what you like. You know all this shit. When you fucking 13, 14 years old, you don't fucking know shit for real. You know a little bit,
So
but you don't
2021,
really
the
know.
teens in
So when you
2021 the
listen
same
to a
way
lot
as
of
your era
fucking
then.
music, when you listen to a lot of fucking music, and that's a big fucking source about yourself, you express yourself by the music you listen to. You listen to old school, you listen to new school. But at the same time, you grew up with old school because that's what your parents were raised on. Then you got new school because that's what it is now. That's what it is for you. So you are raised by both eras in a sense.
So they do
I'm
that
not
in
raised on
2021.
70s. I don't care if I listen to 70s.
do it in
It's
2021.
what my parents raised me on listening to. And a lot of people in my era were raised on the same shit.
And you're talking about
So
just
this is your era
influential.
too. 'cause
I'm
it's
talking
the
about
same
just
for them.
influential. No one in
It's
their
the
fucking
same
mind is gonna
now.
be influential by
It was the
fucking
same
70s
back
music.
then.
Who?
By
Who's
70s
influenced by 70s music? Fucking 60-year-olds, 50-year-olds.
They might. You don't know. You don't know.
But it was back in their day when they didn't know a lot about themselves as far as character development.
How they didn't know a lot about
That's
themselves.
my point. You're not understanding that.
You said they didn't know about themselves. How didn't they?
Music impacts you the most when you're at an age when you're still figuring yourself out. Because you ain't going to listen to music you don't like. When you're a kid, you're going to listen to a whole bunch of shit. You're going to listen to what's popping. You're going to listen to what's hot. You're going to listen to what your homeboy tell you to listen to. That's just what you do.
You do that
And
when
if
you're
you
older,
allow
too.
that music to impact you,
You know you do that when you're older.
that's
too.
what it is. No, you
do.
don't.
When you said
I put you on an artist. He
When
ain't gonna
you
listen
said-
to it. Well, I don't know who he is. Oh, I don't like him. I never heard of him. I'm still not gonna
Did I
listen
listen
to him.
to him?
No, you
said
don't.
You said you don't listen to things that your homeboy was saying. I do. You said
I did not say that. I said you do
You-
listen to music your
you-
homeboys put you on.
You listen to country. You say country songs. I listen to country.
Okay.
Don't mean I'm influenced by the shit.
No one said you was. I don't dictate what you are influenced by. You dictate that, which is my whole point. At a certain age, you know exactly.
You just said when you're a certain age,
I was
you
about
don't
to get
listen
there,
to
but he
music
cut
that
me
your homeboys put. Be like, your homeboys be like, oh, listen to this. Listen
No,
to this.
nigga, I said you
don't
do.
that. No, you said you don't.
Okay.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I don't. I'll be honest with you, I
Look,
don't.
my
Like,
whole-
hold on.
no,
Oh,
wait,
keep
wait,
going,
wait.
keep going,
Your
keep
whole,
going.
I said you right now, you are not gonna listen to majority of the music your people put you on. But back then, you're gonna be open minded to everything because you're a fucking kid and you don't know what the fuck's going on yet.
So
Yeah.
you saying now I won't be open minded?
No, you're not, nigga. You the
But
least
you play
open minded
country-
person I fucking know.
But you play country and I listen to it.
When we was talking, okay, cool, but it didn't impact you on any way, shape, or form.
But I listen to it.
Okay,
I
that's
listen
cool.
to Chris Stapleton. I
That's
bought
the
some
whole
whiskey
point I'm
right
trying to
after
make.
that.
So,
I
but
bought
you,
whiskey.
no, but
whole
you just
point I'm
said,
trying to
you
make.
said
No.
'cause I'm old, and if you suggest something, I'm not going to listen to it. But I just proved you wrong because I listen
No,
to country.
I said you won't be
music because of you.
influenced, not listen, influenced.
Even back then, I wouldn't be influenced because you put me on.
So I will say this though, I listen to Moneybagg Yo, but I'm not influenced by him.
yeah.
Exactly, because you're an older
Yeah.
man. You know what you want to do with your life. You know what influences. You know what makes you go. You know your motive. As a kid, my whole point I'm trying to prove is you are not that fucking inclined to knowing what you know until you know it. You got to try different things to figure yourself out as a kid.
Hey, Draco. Hey, cheers, my
fuck
guy.
y'all niggas, bro.
Cheers, my guy.
Old ass bitches.
Let's get it. Cheers, my guys.
Hey,
Pour your cups up.
there we
No.
go.
No cup.
I fucking hate
Get your
y'all.
get your drink in the joke.
Yes, master.
Get your drink in the
Dumbass
joke.
old folk.
We up there.
Hey, I was about to do every time when we playing spades.
I would have beat your
mad? Oh, you mad, huh?
But yeah, I mean,
Bro, hey, if you
I see what you're saying.
no,
like once you get
everybody
to
who
hold
knows
on,
me,
hold on.
bro, in the audience,
Once you get
know
to a
what I'm
certain
talking to. I
age,
know y'all know what I'm talking about.
Once you
bro.
get to a certain age, you're right. You do have your influencers as far as musical artists.
yeah,
Yes, I get that.
we talked about it the other fucking day
Yes,
That was a motherfucking day.
Yeah.
Where was I?
I get that.
at home.
Hung over. After I told you to come over and watch the game on Sunday.
Nigga, man, yeah, I was fucked up.
Yeah,
bro. I was
buddy.
fucked up from the night before.
We was sitting in the garage. But I get what you're saying. But
So look, man, fuck that.
yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, and this might be one of the biggest ones. What pause?
Glad you caught it.
In my opinion, bro, this is my opinion. I think a huge influence in kids today and us back then is how public schools are ran.
No. And
Yes.
after I get back from peeing, I'm gonna tell
No,
you
Yes.
nigga,
Nigga,
talk.
why. I got
Yes.
pee,
No,
bro.
hold it and pull your pants
Yes.
up, nigga.
Yes.
You don't do that. You
My
don't
Yes.
do
pants
that.
is like that because I gotta go pee.
No,
I
they
said-
feel like that shit to sit down.
Bro, let me go
And
pee.
this nigga about him. I said yes. If I fucked up in public school back in my day,
I got paddled.
my parents will know about it
You got
before I even
paddled?
do the
I
whole
got
thing.
paddled in Huntsville, Alabama, Florence,
That's some
Alabama.
country shit.
My principal paddled the fuck out of me.
Because in Maryland, you
I
do
went
not get
home.
paddled.
Then my daddy beat the shit out of me, and then my mama beat the shit out of me. And I went to school the next day.
You went to a Catholic.
My parents would
The
know.
public school.
They would know I got in trouble before I even knew I got in
You went to
trouble.
a Catholic school?
No,
Oh, I don't know why I thought that's what you said.
no. But my parents would know I would got in trouble before I even knew I got in trouble.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. So public schools nowadays, I have my listeners, I have 4 kids. I have a 13-year-old, a 11-year-old, and I got 2 babies.
Nigga, you got a 4-year-old, right?
A
That
4-year-old.
nigga's not no baby.
He's my baby.
You got a toddler and a
I have
baby.
oh, there you go. My 13-year-old got in trouble 3 weeks ago. I didn't find out about it till 2 days ago.
Like, hold up. What happened?
I'm not going into that. But apparently she was bullying somebody. But when I got her side of the story, she was defending herself on what I had taught her. Father-daughter relationships, we encourage that.
Bro,
but back to my subject.
Wait, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's another thing that's huge is the parent to child communication. Back then versus now, I feel like that is different.
No. See, let's jump to this now because I'm on it because it just happened today.
Yeah.
It's the same. So my old man, I will never tell my mama nothing. I would tell my old man, hey, Pops, this happened. Like when I had a phone, I got my first phone sophomore year in high school. It was a rumor, a Sprint rumor that slid up. And I got in trouble. And I would text him, hey, Pop, this what happened. So just today, my daughter, my 13-year-old, texts me, Austin, hey, I hit this boy. He started crying. But it was because he was throwing water on me and he was playing around.
Hey, bro.
So the
she always beating somebody up, bro.
communication is the same.
She always beating somebody up.
But it's the way you raise the kids.
Why she always beating
That's
people
true.
up?
I give you that.
It's defending. She was I teach my daughters and my sons to defend themselves.
And
Oh,
see, real quick,
apparently
this is why I
apparently
believe in
they're bullies.
equal rights,
So,
equal
yeah,
rights.
They are.
Because I believe in equal rights, equal fights. My mama told
Yeah.
me if a girl put your hands on you, beat her ass.
Facts.
And that stuck with me.
So,
I'm
hold
got
on.
in trouble for it, but it stuck with me.
Before you say that,
But back to the
the situation.
Yeah.
So I do raise my kids with that.
Yeah.
I be like, hey, you pick a fight, especially my daughters. You pick a fight with that opposite. Be prepared on what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
So they choose their fights wisely.
Mm-hmm.
How many between us 3 right now? Tell me how many times we went to a parent's house because something happened with the kids.
Nigga, we go all the
I
time.
capo-
I think
Come
we go
on,
every
man.
weekend.
capo-
we go every goddamn weekend.
Hey, we strong uncles around here, bitch.
Hey, us 3, Watts, Bishop, and me have approached multiple parents
All the time.
over situations with the kids.
We strong unks around here.
We will walk to their house.
Hey, what buddy say? If you're gonna just hit me, Please don't.
The most
Yeah,
racist
don't hit me,
shit I've
please.
experienced in my life, and I'm from Huntsville, Alabama. Hey, don't hit me, guys.
Yeah, see.
Come on, bruh.
But back to what you were saying with the communication with the kids and parents.
Yeah,
It's really all about how you raise them in house.
That
That
is
should
very
never
true.
change.
That is very
should
true.
never change.
that's very true.
When it come to
I give you that.
the sex talk, the violence talk, whatever talk they got, they would talk to me about it,
remember
and I would give them my honest opinion.
Yeah. I remember my dad giving me the birds and bees talk. And I was like, in my mind, I'm letting him talk. But in my mind, I'm like, bruh,
You late.
you're late, big dog.
Mm.
You know, I never got that talk.
I done already got me, so.
I never had that talk. I never had the talk. Like, my mom just,
Was she a working woman?
she knew. Like, she showed up one day with a brown paper bag full of condoms. It was like, here you go.
Mm.
Bro, I remember my dad would clean my room because that was my dad's way of snooping around, was cleaning my room. So I get home,
Nigga, I wish my dad would clean my room.
my room spotless. I'm in big boy trouble, bro. Big
Because he
boy
found
trouble.
your
You had that
stash.
cocaine underneath.
So
the,
he'd be like-
you had the cocaine underneath. The
So when
bed.
I would roll my weed, right,
Fucking socks.
I would take the
Socks he
gar out
used.
and empty the guts in a
he
bag
just beat his meat in the sock.
and keep it in the. I bet he wish I was just beating my meat instead of
Sticky
selling drugs.
socks. He had sticky socks in the drawer.
Yeah, the shit was hard as hell.
Delon, what the hell is this? Why these socks so
boy, get
hard?
over here, boy.
Go ahead. What you got? What you got?
Nah, bro. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, hard socks.
You
Did you?
know it's true.
No.
He had the white ones with the red stripes on the top.
The Nikes.
Nigga, tube
Nah,
socks?
nigga. The old
Tube socks.
the tall cruise
Tube
socks.
socks.
Two red stripes.
Yeah.
After gym class.
I ain't gonna lie, I did have hella pairs of those, but it was for a fashion state.
Yeah, all right.
It was. I was
Kid
just,
Cudi.
yeah. Yeah. No, dumbass.
You said yeah. I was just looking like, oh, I didn't know that. I listen to Kid Cudi whack
He just said
ass.
the name.
Man, look, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Public schools now are different.
How you figure?
That's a good cup of Joe, huh?
That good cup of Joe. That tea.
Cause, bro, mind you, I gotta point this out. Why your bougie ass start drinking out of glasses?
Say it one more time.
But they got to do anything.
Why did your bougie ass start drinking out of glasses?
Because he went to public school.
No, because when we start recording, I want to give a good image that
Hey,
we're not
nah,
some
real
ghetto
shit.
hoodlums drinking out
y'all
of
gonna-
red
y'all gonna take
cups.
the cup. I'm gonna give both of y'all, so I can always have a cup.
No, I'm not gonna take it. You can put it wherever the fuck you want to put it, and it won't move.
Yeah, stash that shit. Yes, I'm drinking out of a glass cup.
Nah, I'm gonna need y'all to wash it too.
No, nigga, wash or watch.
Wash.
No,
Nigga, he tripping. Wash the cup too. That shit gonna be molded by
Nigga,
the time
y'all
you come
got
back.
dishwashers.
I don't give a
Nigga, you
damn.
better put it in there and start
press
the
on.
load. I ain't knowing shit about that.
All right, but anyway, go back to what you was talking
But, bro, when I was in public school, like I said, I got paddled in the South. You get in trouble, you get you get your ass beat by the principal.
Hold on, can we use a different word?
You got whooped,
Okay,
spanked
I like that.
with
one.
a paddle.
Whooped.
It's called paddled.
Whoop that
Paddle
trick.
seemed too little bougie for me.
Okay, you
got
got whooped.
paddled.
You got.
Oh my gosh!
You got
they
a little
took
paddle,
they
mate.
took a ruler and hit me over the
They
butt.
took a little ruler and hit me with a little shank.
They
Yeah.
paddled me.
They hit me in the buttocks.
They
Oh,
took me
like
with a little
that.
shank, yeah, and then put me on my way, yeah. But yeah, I got hit. But mind you, I'm in third grade. I'm gonna tell you the whole story. I'm getting bullied. I'm a very small lad, and I'm getting bullied like a bitch, and ain't no one trying to help me. So I stand up. I stand this tall ass motherfucker. I'm like, stop bullying me, man. And motherfucker spit in my face.
Holy shit.
And I spit in his face, and I start swinging. And then the gym teacher catches us. We go to the motherfucking principal's office. I'm in third grade now. Principal makes us hold a stack of papers, a box of papers, like a whole box of copy paper. And he said, if you drop the paper, I will paddle you. And I dropped the paper almost as soon as he gave it to me. And he starts whooping my ass.
Was it a black principal?
It was a white principal.
You need to call SVU. You need to file a report.
NAACP.
It's not too late to be a victim.
I've already been harmed. That was goddamn 15 years ago.
It's not too late to be a victim.
Excuse me. And then my dad came to school. Oh, you spit on somebody? Got my ass beat. He said, I don't care what nobody does to you. You don't spit on nobody. That's disrespectful.
Did you tell him you was getting your ass whooped?
Yeah.
And what he say?
Should have been getting my ass whooped.
Hey, all respects to your pops. Straight OG.
No, he said there's different ways to go about defending yourself than doing something disrespectful back to someone who's been disrespectful to you.
Nah, I'm a firm believer in if you get disrespected, disrespect them
Yeah.
all the way.
Yeah,
ain't
you
lie.
can disrespect them, but differently.
I piss in your face. R. Kelly style.
My dick was really small back then. I didn't want to get made fun even more.
We didn't even know about that. We didn't even know about that.
I'm getting bullied by the whole school now.
That small dick.
Little Peter Beater.
He used to be in home ec class trying to flirt with the chicks, talking about, look, I got it. Nah,
I ain't gonna lie to you, big dog. I was heavy in the home ec class, and I was straight A student, making pillows, baking pies, like a motherfucker.
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Punishments nowadays. Since
Oh,
we talking about
don't
paddle.
get me started. Punishment comes with how you were raised and where you were from.
What was your worst punishment you ever had?
I remember like it was yesterday. Now, mind you, yeah, I was in the wrong here.
Y'all had punishments?
A punishing.
Oh, I thought
Listen,
punishment. Like, nah, my parents never was like, you're on punishment.
So I might have been no nigga. What the fuck?
Like, hell no.
I probably in kindergarten.
I
Maybe
meant a punishing.
I was either in
Hey,
kindergarten or
shit so I can get my fucking phone. I ain't trying to keep hitting
Who
this
the
mic.
fuck you yelling at me for? I might have been in kindergarten or first grade. I was in Hawaii, and
Rush, you got your ass whooped at a young age. A young age.
nigga, let me tell you the story because it gets a lot worse than what you think it's about to get. Mind you, yeah, I'm in kindergarten, first grade. I should know better than what I did.
Nigga,
So-
you in kindergarten, first grade.
So look, I was in kindergarten for
Fucking
sure.
mic.
I was sleeping, and I shat on myself.
You a kid.
But I took the shit
Oh, shit.
from my drawers and drug it downstairs and put it in the trash can. But I accidentally smudged some shit on the wall.
Accidentally.
So you was a bad, nasty kid. That's nasty as
Mind
fuck.
you, and then I go back upstairs to go to bed like nothing just happened. We wake up in the morning. Mind you, I'm in kindergarten. I am in kindergarten because my older brother in third grade. And we walked to school about 2 miles away. We walked to school off of base. And I get downstairs and my mom is like screaming at my older brother. I'm like, damn, what he do? And then I get downstairs and then she's like, it's all your fault, yada, 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 yada. And man, she grabbed me by my arm and she starts whooping the fuck out of me. She whoops me so bad that my older brother is crying. Like, my older brother is bawling his eyes out because I'm getting whooped so bad. And my little brother, I don't even think this nigga won yet. He bawling his eyes out too because he don't know what's going on. And I'm just getting whooped, thrown around, jerked around, and just whoop. That when I go, and then I go to school that same day. 10 minutes after that, I go to school. Teacher called mom. Why are all these marks on your child? I got whooped, bruh.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
This whole story you just said, I know there's one thing that really bothered my tentacles.
Mhm.
You didn't wash your hands.
I did not.
After the shit, you didn't wash
Yeah.
your hands?
I just realized that.
I was
You
5.
dirty.
You was 5.
Mhm.
So you didn't wash your hands after you grabbed shit.
I was 4 because I started kindergarten early, and that's why I got held back in
So
third
you went
grade.
back to sleep with some shit on your damn fingernails and in your fingers.
Probably. All I did was take my pants
You
off.
see,
I don't
that's the
even think
difference
I
between
touched
my
this shit.
generation and his. Because my generation, you always wash your hands. Even when I peed in the bed and I would take the sheets off, I would throw the sheets in the
You took the
laundry.
sheets off. You took the sheets off as a
Old enough
kid.
to- and if you old enough to take the sheets off, you too old to be pissing in the bed.
Nah, nigga, I would take the sheets off, I throw them in the laundry, and I go wash my hands and put new sheets on.
Nah, you a nasty ass nigga, bro.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I used to pee in the bed when I was younger. Yes.
Look, like 8.
Nah, nigga. Not
But you
that
changed the sheet.
You changed the sheets. Then you had to be like,
Okay,
six.
my
You had a
nigga.
job at 10.
Because I knew how to change sheets at a young age.
What?
I had to be old.
I didn't
What,
know.
7?
I didn't know.
You was 7, 8?
Nah, even at 6, 7, 6,
Six?
7, 6, 7.
Why you pissing in the bed at 6, bro?
I didn't like getting up when I had to go. I was lazy. Nigga, if I gotta pee, I'ma pee. Like, cause you ever had the dreams where you gotta pee?
Were you peeing in
Yeah.
your dream? And you
I
think,
still
yeah,
got them
I had
dreams.
that.
In those dreams, I be at the bathroom
And then I turned 18.
and I pee. You said
I got them
18.
dreams all the time.
Like, nah, real shit. Like, I used to, like, if I'm peeing in my dream, I felt like I was peeing in real life. And I
That's
was
true.
just like, fuck it.
That's true. That's
So
true.
when I wake up, I'm like, damn, I pee myself. I wake up early as shit. I gotta take off my shirt, take off the drawers, get the blankets, and go hide them bitches in the laundry room downstairs, and then put fresh blankets on.
Why don't you just put them in the washer already?
I ain't know how to
wash
use a
clothes.
washer.
No, I get that. But if you just put them in the washer, and then when your mama do laundry, she just stack it
No,
on top of
that's
that.
the
No,
one
you
thing
can't
about
do that.
mamas when they do
You
laundry.
can't do that.
They pay attention.
You can't do
They
that.
separate the whites from the darks.
They separate.
Y'all must have some cheap ass washing machines.
We did.
My bad, y'all.
My bad,
It's
bro.
cool.
We
My bad, y'all.
yeah.
It's cool.
My bad, y'all.
My mama, she separated the whites and the darks. If she saw some black underwear and whites, whoa,
Where did this come from?
exactly.
Y'all had different color drawers?
Hell yeah.
Nigga, I had Power
Gray,
Ranger
black, and white.
drawers. I had
Privileged.
goddamn
Nah, I'm playing. I had all of
Ninja
them.
Turtle drawers. I had
So you got niggas on your dick.
Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles. Drawers. They're turtles.
Of the male descent.
So can I ask you a question?
Oh shit, I'm getting a phone call.
Oh shit.
Should I take it?
If it's important, you need to.
Yeah.
It's not my wife, so it's
Oh, shout out to the wife of Russell. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna take it.
How differently do you raise your daughters and sons from now to when? Oh, no. This is a 3-part question, right? So boom. How different? It might only be 2-part. I'm drunk, so I don't know. So how different is it from how you raise your kids from how your parents raised you?
No different.
And then with that, how is it different from you now to when you first became a parent?
No different at all. And that's where I love my wife, but that's where we get into most of our differences is that I raised my girls how I was raised. But where I messed up at is that I was never raised around girls. So I always had a brother. So we was raised on a rough edge. So like, I ain't gonna lie, that's something I had to learn as a parent is the way I was raised, since it was just boys in the house, you can't raise that how you raise girls.
Facts.
I do raise my girls to be aggressive, to be like, you say independent, but
You raised them to be like niggas.
yeah,
INDE.
it's true. Especially since I'm in an interracial relationship, I expect
Which
them to
would
be
be
some
another
hardbone
topic
niggas.
Later on.
Yes.
But
Do I regret how I raised them? No. I got a video right now of my daughter whooping the kid's ass because he pulled her hair during a basketball game.
well, I could tell you between when you first started to now, you changed.
Yeah,
You changed.
I had to.
But you said you
even
didn't,
from
nigga.
the time I've known you here, you've become a
Yeah.
better father.
You
I had to
changed.
become emotional. You know how hard that shit is to become emotional? Being
do.
raised around dudes?
I do.
It's hard.
I was raised around 3 guys.
There you
Pause.
go.
Hey, but look, man, we really want to know what y'all think about, the generational differences. We didn't really hit a lot of topics here. We just did a little bit of talking. We really want to know what kind of hit y'all hard, what hit y'all heavy with, how you were raised versus how you were seeing kids raised today, or how even you're raising your kids today. Let us know in the comments. Write us on fucking Twitter, GBD Talks, Instagram, GBD Talks, YouTube, GBD Podcast. Just come fuck with us on all platforms, man. It's your boy Bishop.
It is what it is, or it's not. GBD Podcast, hold what you got.
And you already know it's the one and only Watts. You can find me on Snapchat at Be More Clear, or you can also follow me on Instagram at John Watts. You know, much love to all of y'all, my brothers.
Hey, and don't forget, hold what you got.